Hello and welcome to the. Would we say this is the first episode of Open Invite?
Or the pilot. Maybe the pilot.
This could be part. That makes us sound really posh and big.
This is what sells us to the studio.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that?
I was watching Babylon 5 with Georgina last night.
That's old school.
And I love it. I've got the entire collector's edition box set on DVD, but it's come out on Amazon.
Oh.
And I was explaining to her about pilot episodes and how they worked.
Yeah.
But also that you could always tell when the first episode was a pilot because it would be a bit shonkier. There'd be the characters wouldn't be as full. There'd be a lot more exposition.
Yeah.
Like they're really trying to sell it to a studio, but the actors, the directors, none of them, because it might get cancelled, might not happen. So they're not as fully engaged.
Yeah.
And then by the end of the first season, if you flick back to that first episode, it's almost unrecognizable.
Well, we've got cameras, people, and I just tried it and put it on the wrong camera immediately.
Do you have to automatically?
Yeah,
click?
Hello under the boom arm. Yeah, I just have to manually click because I'm an amateur. I mean,
who says that you can't multitask?
My wife, probably.
Well, now you've got proof. We have evidence.
I was going to make a solid point, and then I forgot what you were talking about. Oh, the
pilots.
Pilots. I watched Knight Rider recently, the pilot episode on YouTube, and it was hilarious because it's not Michael Knight in it. It's not the Hoff.
Oh, is it not?
No, it's a different guy, and the car's a bit shonky. Everything's a bit shonky in it.
So they sold it. When they got it, they dumped the actor.
Yeah, that's naughty, isn't it?
That is poor him.
Yeah, but yeah, it was good. It was good fun to watch. I liked it. I thought it was. Yeah, it just there's something. I've started watching some of those old TV shows, and then I've also found some films that I've always wanted to watch but never did, like Hooper with Burt Reynolds in. It's like a really niche film where I think he's a stuntman or something. I don't even know. And I was like, you know what, I'm going to watch that. I rewatched Convoy. That was,
Convoy.
I mean, yeah, I had to. You can't drive a truck and then.
I've not watched Convoy. Yeah, that makes sense.
You've never watched Convoy?
No, I haven't.
That's great.
But I was thinking about there's a lot of films that I think back to the 80s and early 90s that I was too young to watch. And then suddenly you realise, like you say, you go, I'm now in my 40s and I still haven't watched that film that I was so desperate to watch.
Yeah, it's true.
When it came out.
Hello, by the way, to any of the truckers out there that are out on the road listening, I hope you're having a good day. And don't forget, the planners are all scum. Oh dear, that's just a thing. The drivers don't like the planners. The planners don't like the drivers.
It's like a clannish. It
is clannish, yeah. And then forklift drivers, if you go to the parcel, not the parcel yards, the what do they call them? Pallet, like the pallet. I'm trying to say it without naming a brand, but basically the hubs and the forklift guys hate the drivers, and it's almost like a competition on who can be the rudest to a driver. And it's just like, I don't know.
The joys of the human heart.
Oh man,
it's always somebody, isn't there?
Yeah, it's one of them. I think I'm not doing trucking now, so
you're free.
I'm free, but I do miss the trucks. Do you know what? It's like an abusive girlfriend. You know, like it's true. All right, I said this to somebody else. They looked equally disgusted by what I said. But my thought is, like, I love driving the trucks. I mean, where do you get the chance to drive a 12-litre turbo diesel, 500 horsepower monster towing like 44 tons of, well, the whole thing weighs 44 tons, like just being a beast.
Mm-hmm.
And you are the king of the road, and that is awesome. And I love the trucks. I love the way they drive. I love the way that the ride and how comfy they are. I love driving them, but
you don't like having to do it as a job.
I don't like the industry, the way they treat the drivers, the way that like they break the rules. It's funny. the companies give you targets that are impossible to fulfill, and then if you don't fulfill them, you get in trouble. And if you say, "Well, I was trying to do everything by the book," well, you know, we need it done. And then on the flip side of that, if if you break the rules, why did you break the rules? And I'm like, because you flipping don't give me any time
It's
to do anything.
It's like an old school. It seems like an old school industry, isn't it? Like you imagine, like what was that series you spent about lumberjacks in North America and Canada? Like it's an industry that is still quite rough and ready and old school, isn't it?
It's just a real shame. But then the problem is, I get like a free week somewhere, or I think, oh, I'll just get in a truck and I'll just do a few nights. I like night driving, so I do night runs, trunking. I don't want to do. I don't want to touch your stock. I don't mind strapping it down. I'll strap your stock down and make sure it's safe. I'm quite happy to do that, but I'm not. I don't really like doing curtain siders, but I will if I have to. But box is the future. That is just the
Especially
nicest
if you don't have
work.
to, you have to load it. Someone else loads it up.
Mate.
You basically reverse and then pull out.
Yeah.
And then reverse and pull out.
DX was one of my favourite jobs. The problem was it wasn't well paid, but they don't wear their drivers out. They were quite good like that. They'll a maximum of they want you back between 8 and a maximum of 10 hours, where other companies, you're not meant to plan past 10 hours, but they'll have you running until 15, which is hard. So
yeah, 15 hours of driving.
There's nothing worse than being tired in charge of one of them.
No, I mean I've driven
horrendous
long days, but you're right. I'm not driving a truck that takes 400 meters to stop.
Oh mate, it's awful.
And you could crush somebody and not even notice you've done it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Right. Shall we tell people what we're doing and why I'm here with you?
Yeah. Sorry. We went on a tangent about trucks.
About trucks.
Oh, well, but it's so people know who we are as well.
It's true.
Yeah. Go on.
So we've decided to come together and just kind of chat. I don't know how deep to go with this. There's things there. We listen to podcasts. We love listening to podcasts. We love listening to podcasts of people who are clearly friends and mates and get on. But generally about a theme. And John and I us two were both Christians.
Yeah.
And I guess that's kind of our theme, isn't it? Two Christian guys just getting together to chew the fat and we'll talk about Christian things, talk about what God's doing in our life, but also we'll talk about random stuff, trucks. And
I like lorries.
I like lorries, 8 wheels. Yeah, I don't think we know quite what we don't know what we'll talk about.
No,
in that sense, but we just wanted to get together and we wanted to be able to do something like the things that we like to listen to.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's not about cars and it's not fishing and it's not motorbikes. Our anchoring theme is always going to be God, isn't it?
It is. I think we probably this is something that we both spoke about. We'd probably like, as more than one person listens to this podcast, to do is if we can, we'd like to open it up to you guys listening. So if you have questions and you want to talk about things, or no doubt we'll have our funny things that we create as we go along, from saying the wrong thing or doing the wrong thing.
Yeah.
And yeah, we'd love to have your interaction. So I think we'll try and work out whether we do that by email or whether we set up a Instagram or something. I don't know.
Or whether we don't ever get past 5 listeners. Just invite them round for a drink. Well, we never got to where we wanted. We just found 5 new mates. Yeah. And now we just hang out.
Well, this platform was meant for something else. I was creating with Johnny Norton from Hell on Earth YouTube channel, but his channel has taken off, so he hasn't got the time. And then I had an idea of what I wanted it to be, but then it's just difficult to execute that. So then we decided.
Well, we were chatting, weren't we?
Well, yeah.
So I've kind of wanted to do this, but not want to do this. Like it's not been. I need to talk to John about doing this. But whenever I listen to things I listen to, there's always just this thought in my head. Like, we could do it. We're lovely to do this. We could do this. Maybe we could do something like this. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then I mentioned it to you, and you were already thinking about doing something different with Open Invite, or what? Or I didn't know what to do with it anymore
Yeah, I
because
kind
the
of
plan
like.
had fallen apart with.
Yeah, I've done some like reaction videos, and we might do that at some point because you're my history of YouTube is we did the first YouTube video we ever did together was reacting to was
I
it
guess
adverts for
so.
snacks?
It was beer. It
Was
was
it
beer.
beer? It was beer
But
adverts.
yes, I guess it wasn't. I can't stand reaction videos. So
No, you
I'm-
hate them, but
I'm
I
like-
don't mind them.
I just feel like they're generally for most people they're just an easy way to get people to watch your stuff, aren't they?
Yeah,
It-
it's
but,
it's easy to produce content.
That was back in the day when you were running Lords, and we were just trying to think of things to do with social. But when you first started doing the social media, we were like, well, let's do a video on us drinking the beers that we remember from the past, but to make it a bit more fun, we watched the adverts.
Yeah, that was good.
And it was fun though, wasn't it? That was the thing.
It was a bit better than just a reaction
Yeah,
video.
it wasn't a reaction video. We just put the adverts in to make it more fun. For us.
Yeah.
And then it was me that edited it.
Do you know what we should do though? We should watch that video and react to it. And maybe try the beers again and see if they've got any worse or any better from that.
I mean, when was that? Was it COVID time? Wasn't
it was way before that. I think that was when I looked at it. I think it's 2016 or 17.
No, I was definitely at Rifefields.
What's that? Look?
And you were obviously at.
I might be wrong.
Longwood,
Gurkha. Sorry, if you're wondering what all those weird noises are, it wants me to sign in. There's the original channel. My channel's now called Nerd in Motion. I'm a nerd. Let's have a look at the channel. View your channel. Videos. Let's pause that because it's about to. Oldest video. 9 years ago was the first one. Oh yeah, 7 years ago. Oh, I was wrong then.
Yeah, so it was 2019.
I thought it was way earlier than that. Why did I think that? Oh no, that's when the business started, was 2015, when I started doing it. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so that's the plan.
Do you remember doing that one?
Oh gosh, yeah.
Yeah, you were like...
I was when I worked, it was New Chapter jumper on as well.
Yeah.
Gosh.
And you were like, oh, hello, you've caught me brewing. And then you had just a random barrel on your shoulder.
Yeah, because I'd never brewed.
It's so childish. I love it. I think that's the other thing, and you've said this multiple times, and I'm on board with it, is it's got to be lighthearted. It's got to be fun. With this, if you're looking for deep political, religious, theological content, this is not the place to come.
It's not. Really, we just want to chat, but recognizing that though we have lots of things in common, the one thing we have truly in common is our faith. So knowing that will always come through in the conversation.
Yeah.
But beyond that, just here to natter. He likes cars. I like motorbikes. I was once an actor. He was once a mechanic and technician.
Yeah. I used to race.
Used to race. I used to be a sprinter, so I raced, but with my legs.
Very little
with my little legs.
He had to give up because of his cute button nose.
That's it.
It got in the way. I was a lot thinner in the last video, so yeah, I'm going to be working on my weight. He says as he moves his cushion, it's all right. I haven't got piles. It's just my.
Because I want us to do some walking videos, and if we did it now, you'd be wondering whether I was walking an asthmatic pug.
Funnily enough, for my consultancy, I did a video at the beginning of the year. It was sunny and it was, when it's frosty and it's cool and it's lovely, but the sun's out. Yeah. So I thought, I've got to get out there. And I actually went for a walk. And I thought I should film this. So I filmed it and I wanted to put like a message on it. And every time I listened to it, it was, so, Get
And
out.
it's cold as well, so it's even worse.
He looked
Yeah,
like
cold air.
I looked like Thomas the Tank Engine chuffing away. I was like, this is ridiculous.
Do, 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 do,
Yeah.
do,
So what they
do.
don't realise is I'm making the video holding my breath for most of it.
Just taking a massive breath. Did every sentence go?
Yeah, it was.
You try to get the
Oh
trying
man,
to get the
it
breath out.
was poor. But yeah, I'm at the point where I'm on the edge of being miserable because I'm fat. Everything else is good. Although I will say, right, and I was talking with one of our friends at church whilst I was on car park yesterday, and I don't know why, but I felt quite lonely this week.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm not really a lonely kind of person anymore. I'm
This
really
week is in like
this weekend.
the weekend.
Yeah, and I was like, I'm not normally like that. I don't. And-
Maybe it's the weather because you had sent a few pictures of you sat drinking beer.
Oh yeah.
But when you sat having a beer in the sun, sometimes that could be nice. But I could imagine how sometimes you're like, this should be done with.
But yeah,
other
with
people.
friends, and I think that was the problem. So although this is the kind of bad friend I am, I knew that some of our friends were coming back from America and they were stuck on a hot minibus with no air conditioning on
Were
the way
they?
back. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, can you imagine that after a flight from America? So I thought it would be funny to send Joel and your brother pictures of ice cold beer, like in the sun, like, and years of having a brewery and I can take a photo of a beer and it will make you thirsty. And I sent it to him and he was like, "What? Why are you sending me this?"
I just thought you'd be enjoying your minibus.
I was like, I just wondered if you want to come around and have a beer. I knew full well that there was no way. He's like, "No, mate, I'm stuck on this minibus." Then the next photo I sent him was me with the beer like this to my mouth with a really smug look at my face. And I just put, "Smug face," and sent him that back. And then he was like, I don't like you anymore. And this is why I might not have any friends. But no,
I invited you for a walk.
yeah, no, I don't know what was up with me, and I don't know. I'm still in this place. Well, we have this discussion quite regularly because I don't feel like I am the person I was maybe even 5 years ago.
Well, no, and I guess arguably when you not to derail what you're saying because I just mean sitting outside of that as Christians, you shouldn't be, should you?
Well, no, you shouldn't. No,
But you're right, yeah. But some of that though the change is ultimately good. I guess there's still a period of time where you have to almost get to know yourself again, don't you?
yeah,
Like you can be doing, like, talking to Georgina about this. Like, you get to a point sometimes where you realise that the things that you've always done that worked aren't working
in
anymore
the same way. Yeah.
because you've changed, like you
Yeah.
say, like.
But so I'm sat in the garden, right? So there's two things. One, we missed our 40th birthday party because of the Rona. So this is what's led up to it. So so we never got to have our 40th. We were both, well, I mean, even now I don't like talking about it because it makes me angry. And
I missed my 30th as well.
Yeah.
Both of those birthdays I planned big parties, and both times it never happened.
And I'm the same. And I haven't had a 21st or 18th or anything. So I was like, you know what? This year I'd like to just go somewhere with some of my mates, somewhere really hot, because I've never done it before like that. And I don't want to go get silly. I just want to be next to a pool, sat in the sun, nice food and drink, not a care in the world, and just have a good laugh with my mates for like 2 or 3 nights. That's it. So I found a deal, looked through it, put it all in a group chat. No, sorry. I was like, okay. So then, which is fine, and I understand that, and I knew that is the case. It's not like it's next week, but it's a way off. But I thought, oh, okay. But then I was sat in the garden, and I'm like inviting everybody that I'm friends with, and either no one's replying, or I'm winding them up. Admittedly.
Also, I'd like to say he didn't invite me. You didn't invite me over.
No, but I knew that you've got. So this is the problem. All my mates, close mates, have got small children. And it's a different, and it's not having a go, because I remember having small kids and our life being very disconnected from everybody else because they literally take up all your time. So, but my older friends, I say older friends, my
Those with
friends with
older
older
kids.
kids. So when me and Lids did youth, and I think this is where it stems from, when me and Lids did youth, all the people that we were in youth group with left, got into their friendship circles, but then we went back and helped as leaders on youth
At the church.
At the church for years. I mean, it's like, I don't know, 7 or 8 years we did. But in that time, most of those friends formed their own like close relationships, and then all of a sudden, the guys that I'm close relationships, there's only really you and Jim and Stuart that are like, I would say, you know, proper close of that older group. The rest are newer friends like Joel, and so well, Joel's had quite a few mentions there, but a lot of our friends have got small kids. Jim's got small kids. You've got small kids, and my kids are all teenagers.
Yeah, it's tricky.
So it means that our frames of time are not the same. So yeah, so it's just I find myself on my own. And also, what didn't help is Liz went out to babysit Friday night, and then me and the boys decided to make the best of it and put the tent up in the garden and test it out. And then she was out babysitting on Saturday night, and the kids were at youth on Saturday night, so I took them all to youth. So Friday and Saturday night, I was kind of a bit,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and it's not reality. We're not like, oh my gosh, I have no friends. I'm not in that place.
No, but like you say, you on trucking is lonely.
Yeah.
And on your own, and then you now started your own business, which is awesome. But you're working from home a lot while Lydia's at work and the kids are at school. So hey, you unlike me, you spend a lot of time on your own.
Yeah.
Which I don't get a lot of time on my own.
Yeah. It's a weird place.
It's like a different place, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I was talking to Penelope, my oldest, this morning, because she was making comments about, being an only child, because sometimes the boys really wind her up.
Oh, really? So she's claiming she's the only child.
She's like, oh, it'd be nice if I was just the only one. And I started laughing. I was like, yes, but no.
You'd end up like Uncle John.
But I said to her, it's like, I like having a place that's my own. So I said, like, you've got that, Penelope. You've got a bedroom. You can be in a house filled with life, but you can go and have some time to yourself. Yeah. And I said, I think one day when you're growing up, you'll realize that that's quite nice to be in a house filled with people, with the presence of other people, but you've got your own space. It's different if you're constantly with people and you never get your own time.
Yeah.
But if you like, it's like why people buy dogs, isn't it, and cats, because there's a constant presence in the house.
Yeah.
I can't. I wouldn't want to live on my own.
No.
Completely alone.
No. I've done it. I quite like it at times.
Well,
I'm like, you know what? I'm going to walk around in my pants.
No, but I lived in the flat on my own, but I was still connected to other people. And I had a dog.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, so it felt like your own space. But to be like a lot of people now who are been seriously isolated.
Yeah, that's not good.
Like, they can go days and have not spoken.
Yeah, that's
mad, isn't it? I was chatting to a friend of mine years ago, and he was like, he didn't have any work at the time. And I think I met up with him. He was like, this is the first time I've spoken out loud in like 2 days.
Wow.
That's mad, isn't it?
That is crazy. I know one thing, when I was single, I'd been in a relationship for quite a long time prior to that, and then I was single, and I when everybody always says, oh, finding your singleness, I definitely found my singleness. But one of the things that I missed is I never got a hug.
Yeah, physical touch.
Yeah, didn't get a hug.
Kind of contact.
Yeah. And then, I would, like, it's funny because the older women in church would give you a hug. And I'd be like, oh, just give me one more hug. I haven't had any hugs in ages. And, it's funny. And it's one of those things I think we forget I've got a real soft spot for some of the single people in our church, and I feel sorry for them because I know they're having a good. It's hard to feel sorry for them when they're on holiday. Have you seen Alice and Sarah on holiday in America? Like they're doing some mad hiking.
I don't have any
and
socials, so I don't see
yeah,
anything.
they're like in a bar listening to country music, drinking beer, and having a great time. I'm like, I'm so jealous. But then on the flip side, I'm like, yeah, but you're missing out on all the other stuff.
Yeah,
So
it's
it's
like
a balance. So
you pick your well, not that they've picked that sacrifice,
no,
but you pick your sacrifice, don't you? In essence, you
mm,
know, like having kids is busy and it's mad and it's a life for many of us. It's a lifestyle of selflessness,
yeah.
which is tough. But at the same time, you get plenty of hugs
Oh yeah, yeah,
and
yeah,
you get plenty of love,
yeah.
and you're always surrounded by, if you're doing a decent job, laughter and noise and fun and.
I've got stroppy teenagers now.
But then,
You've got this to come.
yes, I haven't got
It's
that yet. I've got a Solomon now,
yeah.
who's just filled with rage.
We should tell the people about our kids, and I think there should be, because all of my kids, there's some point they do something silly or funny in the week, and it's always hilarious. And I'm not saying we out them
No.
from their stuff, but like, so I've got three. I've got Kobe, Casey, and Micah. So Kobe, he's 13. I always get their age. I'm terrible with ages.
And whenever you
dates.
speak about them, you know, you always sandwich Casey in between them, but
Yeah,
she's the oldest.
She's the oldest. Yeah, I
it's
don't know
interesting
why.
that. Maybe it's a balance. Like
Yeah.
you're looking for that symmetry.
Yeah,
Boy, girl, boy.
Yeah, yeah. And then so he does taekwondo. He's silver medalist in that. Hates going, moans about it, but he's just got to get his black belt, and then he wants to take up another hobby. He's just started streaming on Twitch, and he made his first £5 yesterday. So he is
Brave new world.
Yeah, he's doing really well with it. Then Micah is 13 also, and he's 6 months younger than Cobes. And Micah is the cutest little boy, but he's a tinker. But he struggles a little bit with learning. School's doesn't really fit him very well. But he's a good kid.
Yeah,
and I like. He's learning to play the guitar. He's got his little gaming thing. He looks after the budgies in our house.
He does MMA.
He does. Well, we've banned him from MMA.
Oh no!
Yeah, we had to ban him because after I let him. Normally it's 3 rules and you're three and you're out, right? I let it go to 4, and what he was doing is doing it, showing people at school the moves. So he'd come back and he'd have like all scratch marks all over him around his neck, where he was showing somebody else how to do a bare naked chokehold, how to get out of one. And I'm like, dude, you're gonna kill somebody, you're gonna hurt somebody, you can't be doing it. And because he wants to be popular, he will keep doing it no matter what. So because he wants to be liked. So in the end, I was like, one more time, you're done. And the final one was somebody saw him scrapping with somebody on the field. They were only playing, and they phoned the school and the police. And
what?
Yeah, I know. So that they were fighting.
They called Karen.
They were clearly a Karen, yeah. But so then the school rang us.
The police.
Yeah, well, the school said that they called the police, but I mean, not. They both got up and they were laughing and everything. So. Like they weren't fighting. They was just play fighting anyway. So I was like, right, that's it, you're done. And I was gutted because he's really good at it.
Maybe you can come back to it. Maybe we can revisit it. Give him a year to kind of mature a bit more.
I think it'll take a bit longer than that.
Yeah.
I think a couple of years. And then so he's got his issues, but he's all right. He's a good kid, and he's funny, makes me laugh. Comes out with some right crackers. And then Casey, she's 14. She's gonna be 15. In a few weeks.
15.
I know, right? And she is very self-motivated. I don't know where she gets that from. It's not me. It must be Liz. But she's self-motivated. We've never had to tell her to do her homework. The other day she had a friend over. I said, where are you going? She said, oh, we're going to the cafe up the road, which is a really nice one by Sainsbury's. And they're revising. I mean, like, I said, Liz, did you tell her to do that? She's like, I didn't say a word. I was like, man, Where's that come from?
Yeah, I know. At 15, I was sat in my mate's bedroom sniffing poppers.
Yeah. Yeah,
wasn't
smoking,
revising.
drinking beer.
Yeah,
I
gosh.
was like, man, that's crazy.
It is girls, though. People don't like it, but, you know, I know there are people that break the mold, but as a general rule, girls are just much more switched on and
Yeah.
self-motivated at that age.
Dancing.
Yeah, because she helps teach. I mean, that'll help
Yeah,
because she's got responsibility,
yeah.
and responsibility brings maturity, doesn't it?
Mm.
You know, it brings it on. Yeah.
And then you got 3.
And I've got 3. Penelope, Thaddeus, and Solomon, because I like my children to sound like Victorian industrialists. And Thaddeus already has mutton chops and wears a top hat wherever he goes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I would tend to see, I don't know why I do this. Well, George, you and I, we're dog people. We like dogs. And I used to own dogs, as you know.
They're not furries.
No,
No,
they're
that's
not.
not what-
Of course, no, they're not furries. But I have a tendency to classify my kids as in dog breeds.
Yeah, okay.
So I have a husky,
Yeah,
a staffy,
yeah.
and a bulldog.
Yeah, that's about
And
right.
it does sum them up really well.
Yeah.
You know, this the Penelope, the husky, loving but independent.
Mm,
Does want to cuddle, but doesn't really need you.
yeah.
But will come for a cuddle, but you know. And then
Normally a
Thaddeus,
cuddle followed by dad. Can I have?
yeah. And then Thaddeus, and also she's very much a daddy's girl,
Yeah.
which is lovely. And then Thaddeus, the staffy, just like loves little kids, got a real sensitive heart, but also punched a kid the other week because he called him a name. So there's still there's a fire in him.
Yeah.
And he's all about, he just runs everywhere and he bounces and he's filled with energy.
Yeah.
And then Solomon is just a small bundle of stubborn rage.
Yeah, he is literally.
And,
His nickname is the hot potato.
Because he loves potato.
He loves potato.
If he could have his way, he would just do what he wanted and eat potato.
Yeah.
And he'd be happy. The other week, he did something good. It was good, right? He shared. And I was like, "Been well done, little man. That's really good. You're a good boy." And he went, "Daddy, I don't want to be a good boy."
Yeah, that sounds
me,
like. Yeah, that sounds like our hot potato.
Yeah, a little hot potato.
I just give him flack every time I see him, and he's like, "Uncle John, you're a poo," or something. Like, he'll just insult me.
Well, it's like Kobe. Do you remember when Kobe wrote me a card?
Oh gosh.
And it was so sweet. I think we only had Penelope.
Yeah.
And he wrote me this card. And it said, "Dear Uncle Al." I was like, "Oh, Kobe, thank you." And I opened it, went, "You stink of poo."
Yeah, that sounds like Coves.
I don't know how old he would have been. Like 7.
Oh mate. So I don't know. We briefly spoke about this the other day, but for the listeners, I think this is funny, right? So I go to church and I am a little rough around the edges, to say the least. That's just the way I am. I don't know.
And the hair.
And the hair, yeah. I don't think, I want to say that I'll one day be like this. I mean, I can think of friends that you just look and you know that they've got it all together, and they're quite holy. One of our friends we nicknamed Holy John because he is a holy guy, isn't he? He's just he's naturally like that.
Well, not naturally if you listen to his past. He's
Yeah,
a bit of a naughty boy, wasn't he, when
he was, but now
a teenager.
he's much older. He's all right. But like I don't seem to be there. I'm a good dad, I think. I'm a good friend, I think. But then
I agree on both counts.
yeah, but I am also, I like my beer. I'll have a row. If you bring a row to me, I will row with you.
You do like a row.
I do like a row. And I just think sometimes there's a lot of people that maybe would keep their mouth shut if they'd been high-fived with a chair once or twice.
Yep.
And that's just who I am. And I'm trying to get away from it, but at the same time, that's not who I am. So Kobe was he wasn't live streaming on Twitch, but he was playing some sort of game, and this older guy was calling them all sorts of names and killing them, and I was listening at the door, and he started giving some shit back. Now, he didn't swear at him in like proper bad swear words or anything like that, but he just trolled him and was just awful. And the guy's like, he said to this guy, "Stop calling him a gay. He's not a gay. He has got a girlfriend because obviously this guy's going, I've got a girlfriend. I'm not gay because somebody's called him gay or something. I don't know. I could only hear Kobe's bit of it. He's like, no, he's got a girlfriend. Yeah, we had a shower together last night. And everything in me was like, you cannot be saying stuff like that. But then there was a bit of me that was like, good lad, you held your own. And it's so I went in. I was like, dude, you can't. Like, and once I stopped laughing, I went in and I muted his mic. I said, dude, you cannot be saying stuff like that. It's not acceptable. I was like, yeah, but he was calling us blah blah blah. And I was like, it doesn't matter what he says. You shouldn't be saying stuff like that, especially if you're on Twitch. If somebody catches you, you get in trouble. You be clipped.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh, okay, fair enough." And then as I walked out, he went, "Good coming from you."
Yes, you're not the yeah. That's definitely a
And I said,
do as I say, not as I do.
And I turned around and I said, "I beg your pardon." It's like nothing, Dad, nothing. I said, "I heard that," and I said, "You do as I tell you, not as I do." Little swine.
Yeah.
But then, yeah, quite proud.
Yeah, the difficult was like when Daddy has had that fight. It's tough, isn't it? Because it wasn't tough because the kid had just called him a name. So it's like you don't attack someone because he was like, but it just made me so angry. But at the same time, I'm like, yeah, but there will come a time probably at school where you are going to have a fight. And I'm kind of proud of you that you stood up for yourself and you didn't let people walk all over you. Because I did let people walk all over me because of different reasons, fear and I wanted to get into trouble. And it builds something in you that then when you get older, you've got to fight. Talk about the thing Kobe said. It reminded me of like there's nothing more childish or better than a good your mum joke.
Yeah.
Like it's so
your mum.
It's so childish. Like he's saying, yeah, well, she was in the shower with me last night. Like it's so childish. But the childishness
funny.
makes it funny. But the fact is that some people will get really angry at it.
Yeah.
And then you go, well, you've got a problem there, mate. Because this person, or whoever said it, doesn't know your mum.
You've got to tell the story. You can't go there and not tell the story.
I'm so sorry about my coughing.
It's all the cigarettes he smokes. I told you, we're terrible Christians. He doesn't really smoke. No, he vapes.
No. About when we were in Romania.
See, I wasn't there, and I still love this story. Come on, you've got to tell it.
Well, we went on a missions trip to Romania, but it was the second time. So this is in 2005, I think it was. So we went out as a church, as a youth group, and we met another youth group from a Greek church out there, and we came together at a Romanian church that we'd been to 2 years previously. And we were doing stuff on the streets and just helping, just getting out there and helping. And back then we used to say your mum all the time. So like, do you want a cup of tea? Your mum's a cup of tea. It was just ridiculous. Just stupid silliness. You're in your early 20s. Like, oh, mate, like, oh, nice trainers. Yeah, your mum's a nice trainer. Like, it's just as ridiculous. And we all did it.
Yeah.
And they were laid in the main auditorium before we were shipped out. And there's the Greek church there, our church, the Romanians, and all the guys are sleeping in the church main hall. All kind of, I had a shoe as a pillow because we weren't told we were sleeping like that. So none of us had brought bedding. So I was sleeping on a shoe and we were laid in there. And then this guy, one of the Greek guys in the dark went, "Good night, everyone." And before I could even stop myself, I went, "Your mum's a good night." and I said it. And then the realization of what I just said. And thankfully, the entire place erupted in laughter. Like everybody wet themselves, even the Greeks. Like it was taken really well, but it just slipped out. I go over and said, "Your mom's." Oh dear.
There's so many. There's just so many. I was saying to somebody the other day about there's no other environment than a church environment for certain funny things to happen.
Well, I guess this is the thing. I was thinking about this. Like, it's probably one of the few communities, he says, in inverted commas, but like communities where everybody is so different.
Yeah.
Because we're not there because of a shared love or like a shared hobby.
Yeah.
They're like runners. They're different people, but running is their passion. So
Yeah,
they
yeah.
joined a running club, and it's running that's brought them all together. And that's probably, and I would imagine
Similar people.
once being an actor, hung with actors, that's all you talked about. Now, you didn't talk about your other hobbies because it was the act that was that shared thing.
Love, yeah.
Yeah. Whereas church, you've come because you've got saved, because God's called you, God's brought you, but you haven't. So most people you're hanging with, you haven't got shared hobbies, you haven't got
No.
shared interests, but yet you are pulled together tighter than any club, and it makes for a lot of fun, doesn't it? In like that, things like that, because you're hanging with people that in reality you would never hang with.
No.
Like you're a bit rough around the edges. We have mates that are super square.
Oh, yeah.
Like they are proper
Nerds.
square, love their spreadsheets, like very, very different. And
Cookie, if you're listening to this, you square.
But yet we're all really good mates. We're good
Yeah.
mates because of God and because of that pulling together. But yeah, it makes for more
Oh,
ridiculousness.
I'll never forget your mate. So we went. This is the kind of stupid stuff that we get up to, and you could only do this in a church environment. So we went on. Was it your stag do? Yeah, it was your stag do, and we took Matt Brown, who's not a Christian. Is one of your well. I like Matt Brown.
Yeah, he's a great guy. One of my mates. I don't know
yeah.
if we should have used his whole name, but the problem is that you only ever call him by his whole name.
Yeah, why did I do that?
Everybody does. Everybody calls him by his whole name.
Yeah. He is his stage name anyway, so.
Oh, Matt. Yeah, we've got Matt with us, yeah.
Yeah, so we...
Well, he was one of my ushers.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. So we we stayed at this really nice chalet in Anglesey, which looks like an Austrian... It's like Australian. It's upside down, mate.
It's upside down.
It's got flies everywhere. In this Austrian... It looks almost like... Yeah, like it could be...
Like a chalet in the mountains.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And we've been there a few times. Anyway, we decided that we were going to have a barbecue, but we're all Christians apart from him. So we all agree... we all agree that, instead of saying grace, we're going to get round the table, we're going to hold hands, and we're going to sing Kumbaya and dance in a circle and just see if he does it.
And he did it because he's a good lad. It could seem like, okay, well, this is what these guys do.
And then we started laughing, and he was like, we were all laughing at him, and he was like, did I just get pranked by a bunch of Christians? And it was just the funniest thing. We were howling. He thought it was really funny, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And I think that there's stuff like that happens in church all the time. There's other stuff. This just tickles my sense of humour every time I think about it. And I was having a bit of a tough time with church. And it's no secret, so I don't mind talking about it. I'm all right now, but I wasn't then. And I was forcing myself to go. And we had like a week of prayer or something. And that's when, actually, if I look back, it all started to lift there. But nothing really changed for a bit longer. But I think it was at the point where I'd made the decision, no, I'm not going to leave church. I've got to stay. But it was, I won't say his name. But if you go to church, you'll get this. So somebody had a prophetic song. And there were two people that had a prophetic song. One of them, fantastic singer. They are gifted in singing. The other, no one really knew if they could sing. And the person that was a really gifted singer humbly withdrew to allow somebody new to go. And it was like somebody murdered a cat on stage. And all I could do was laugh. And I was like, Lord, I'm so sorry. But in that was what broke. For me, that actually broke something. Because I was like, oh, church is hilarious. Like, this is so funny. And so brilliant. You wouldn't get it anywhere else. This is just it's fantastic. And then it's so funny because that person is sound, and they're in youth, And apparently every time they got up, they're like, "Oh God, sing us a song." So he did, like, what a dude. He took it on the chin, and it's fair game. He got up and he had a go.
Well,
But
and it was just what you needed.
it was exactly
So
what I needed. So
you
he
know
did
what I
the
mean?
right
Like,
thing.
he did the right thing. That he was willing to put himself out there for the Lord, and it was exactly what you needed. It could have just been for you.
It could have been, and I swear down, honestly, I never laughed so much. That whole night was hilarious. There's another story, but I'm not going to tell it. But those are the things in church that are so unique that you wouldn't get that in the world, because you don't have that kind of. There's no setup for that, is there?
Well, no, because you're not.
You'd never do that.
You're
I
not-
mean, the
you're
only
not-
thing you could remotely put it to is karaoke, but it's a different environment.
No, yeah, there's no alcohol involved. Well, no, because it's all God as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's family, and there's a level of trust, not in the person per se, but in the fact that they're truly saved and they're listening to God.
Yeah.
So there's that kind of shared.
And I think they were. I really do. But yeah,
Have you told them? You should tell them.
No, I can't.
That was a real break for you, and maybe you might lift them up after however many years.
He's
of
been
teasing.
tormented. Yeah.
They got.
Oh gosh, I think there's loads of times. Man, I've done some howlers. You've done some howlers at church, and you look back at some of the things you say, and you think, what was I doing?
Yeah.
Well, you gave some really duff advice. I know I've done that before.
It's the journey. We've known each other since 2005. You know, and some of the people that we've walked through in this time, I've known since the mid 90s.
Mm.
You know, it's a long time, isn't it?
It is
to walk with people, and if you didn't have God, and then that community that is the church, you'd have parted ways a long time ago. Not out of any issue, but just because you're just so dissimilar.
different. Yeah. It's. I'll just hit my own microphone. I literally gave him the advice: do not touch the microphone. Don't do this. Don't do that. And I've done that. I think sometimes, especially our churches, the church we go to is quite big.
By UK standards.
Yeah. Not by America.
Not by America.
Yeah. So I think the problem that we have. Oh, look, that.
Sirens.
You can hear that on the mic.
We're in the hood.
We're in the hood where I live. I think there is almost the risk when there's so many people. It can be very difficult to maintain multiple relationships when you've got so many friends, and when when we were in youth, we had a lot of friends, and we all kind of did stuff together. But as you get older, you can't.
No.
And then it's like, what relationships do you maintain? What don't you maintain? And then also, what I don't want to be, I never want to be that guy that only has friends in church. So, like, I have friends outside of church who are not Christian. I like to have a bit of balance. And some people, like you might not agree with that, but I personally,
I don't know about disagree. I just it's not something I'm conscious about. Not like I can't just have these. I need to make sure I have this. Just like, I have friends that aren't Christians, but I can't. I don't see them anywhere near as regularly.
No, well, I mean, well, I don't, because the ones that I'm good mates with are either driving trucks or they're, I don't know, down south. So I don't see them that often, but I do like to maintain some level of relationship.
I think you're just not naturally, you're drawn to people who have shared values or thoughts. So that means that, you know, even without thinking it, your closest friendships would end up being people in church because of that the shared values on top of the amount of time you spend with each other.
Yeah, it's true.
In comparison, other than work friends, I can see people who work in a nice team in a job, but then they're spending 9 to 5, 5 days a week with work people.
Yeah.
So I could see you kind of, but I never quite had that.
Did you ever work somewhere where there was just that one guy that was just a nightmare, but you and another colleague knew what that person was like, and you'd have those knowing looks like, here we go again.
Yeah.
There's something funny in that. I don't know why. I because obviously I work for myself. I haven't had that, well, unless people do it about me.
No, yeah, I think maybe
But-
you were the guy.
But I miss when you work somewhere and you were like, oh, that dude again.
That's the thing, is it? There's swings and roundabouts, and there's good and bad. And when you work in a team with some other people, there's bad sides. So the other side is you're with people, like you say, when you work for yourself. I used to go to I used to go down to the Huddersfield Uni SU just so I could do my work surrounded by people.
Yeah, I get
You
that.
know what I mean? Like, so you, like, why people go to coffee shops, things, isn't it? So there's a bit
Yeah.
of people watching, a sense of people.
I love people watching.
Yeah, me too. Anyway, I think we better.
Hey, we're only at 50 minutes.
15 minutes.
I think we wanted to aim for 1 hour.
Did we? Was that our aim?
Yeah, 10 minutes. Got 10 minutes. 10 minutes to talk about something epic.
Motorbikes.
Yeah? I
would do
know
epic.
very little about motorbikes.
I like your shed.
It's not a shed, it's a studio.
Yeah, because I've got one. I have two now. I've
Yeah.
just got a new house, and
Is
the
it-
people that lived there
he's
before
showing off now.
left us sheds. They left us a lot of stuff. Bless them. They were
Got
amazing.
some good sheds.
Very good sheds. And we're going to get rid of one because I know the saying is a man can never have too many sheds.
Yeah, what's
but
wrong
we've
with
got
you?
too many sheds. Because the small ones in an area, they'd just be a wonderful. We've been sitting
Is
out
that
where
the
we
one
sat
on the
out.
left?
No, when we sat out for breakfast on Friday.
Oh, is there one on the right there?
That little one that's just there.
Yeah, that's a weird.
Yeah, because that place could be just a lovely little, like, oasis, like, feels like a
Yeah.
courtyard. And we don't need to. The other shed's massive. It's got windows. I mean, that's how big
Yeah,
it
it's
is.
big.
So we're
I
going to.
thought it was a Wendy house.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Yeah, yeah.
I think the previous owners, she had it as a potting shed.
Ah.
But it's almost like, like a garden studio.
My mate used to have a potting
Potting
shed,
shed.
which was where he went and smoked pot. He was like, I'm going to the potting shed. I'm like, all right. And
Okay.
you knew full well there was no
No
pots in
potting.
there.
But this is what I'm thinking. Look at this. I won't create a podcasting studio, but we've decided to keep the big one. I want to move it in the garden because at the moment it's in an odd place for us.
Mm,
But then I want to make it into another room,
yeah.
like a usable place. So like do what you've done, insulate it, but then eventually board it out and make it. It could be a place that the kids can have sleepovers if they want or whatever. But
Yeah.
it could also become an office or a studio if you wanted it to.
Yeah.
Then we're gonna
Yeah.
make it because we've also got a loft and we've got a work. Like we're not short on storage.
Heck no. No. I'd be, yeah. It's so funny. So Casey's turning 15. And I walked into a room with a tape measure the other day, and she's like, "What are you doing, Dad?" I was like, "Nothing." She's like, "Are you measuring my room?" I was like, "Oh, it's all right, I'll come back." And she's like, "Why are you measuring my room?" I was like, "Well, when you move out, I'm thinking that this might be a nice new studio,
You're such a
and I
troll.
can turn this."
You're such a troll.
Yeah. This was always meant to be a pub shed,
Yes, it was.
and then it became an office and studio, and because I did YouTube and.
I think ultimately a lot of people, there'll be some people out there that have really made their garden pubs work. But I think for many people, it's this great idea. But then you realise, how often do I socialise enough and drink enough in the good weather
Yeah.
to require
A proper.
a proper building that's devoted to pub life?
I think I do love coming in here and having a drink and listening to some music or watching I don't know, music videos or whatever, and unwinding. I turn all the studio lights off and it's just glowing with neon, and I love it. It's great, and it's my little escape when the house is full of children and the kids have got all their mates over, and we're in a new build, so you can hear everything from floor to floor. So I can come in here and
nice.
just get peace and quiet.
That's what my garage is going to be.
Yeah. Now, see, you're missing a trick with that because your garage is attached to your house. You need somewhere that's not attached.
Oh, okay.
Because then if it's raining, they can't just walk through to get to you.
That's
They've
true.
got to go in the garden, put the shoes on, put a jacket on, and then they think, I'll just do it myself.
Well, sorry about the coughing. Yeah, when they're a bit older, I've
Mm.
still got a 4-year-old. So he does kind of, if he needs me, he just kind of
Need you.
Need me.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. I mean, so this was not like this. This was all really neat and had loads of room. But then Lids just keeps kicking my stuff out here. And I took some advice off a friend. He said, just make sure you cannot sleep in that shed.
Clever.
Yeah, because he said otherwise you will end up sleeping in that shed. So
I think there's
yeah,
probably plenty of men that would love a shed to sleep in.
I've got a big telly on the wall now over there.
Yeah, did you notice that?
Yeah, I haven't. It's not plugged in, but it's all rigged up. It comes right out as well. So yeah, it's and there's a fridge. And
If you got rid of that stuff, though, you could fit a nice little 2-seater sofa there.
Easy, but there's nowhere for any of this stuff.
You need a shed.
I need a shed, yeah, but I can't have any. I bought a box because I was sick of seeing the. I've got a petrol lawnmower.
They used to have the lawnmowers for anything.
Yeah, but the problem is it smells of fuel in here all the time. So I got another box, put that outside, and then I said to Liz, "Oh, I want another one," and she's like, "You're not having any more." I was like, "Well, you got to stop saying that needs to go in the shed then." Stop laughing.
She's slowly moving you out.
She is moving me out, I swear down. But yeah, anyway, we're 55 minutes in, so I think that's we're on the money there.
It's ideal time. Shed talk.
Shed talk.
End.
I feel like we've covered some topics. So if you're out there and you want to contact us, and
we'll need to create an actual email.
Yeah, I'm just thinking. I'm thinking. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll set up an open invite, Insta, and then people can just message on that.
Can you do private? You can do private messaging.
Yeah. We'll do that. We'll do an open invite, and then it's the same logo. You'll find it much easier. So it'll all be smatching, as my daughter used to say when she was little. Daddy, it's smatching. And yeah, and then you can send us messages and ask us random questions. I'd also like some jokes.
Okay.
That would be good, wouldn't it? We should do that for the next one. Bring a joke with us.
That's more your territory than mine.
You could tell a good joke.
Research.
The wide-mouthed frog.
Well, that's not my joke.
That's a good joke. That's a good joke. Yeah. So, yeah, we could definitely have some jokes for the next one. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed this episode. You got anything to say? Al?
I just suddenly thought.
Go on.
Maybe I don't think we ever said who I was.
No, I don't think we did.
So I'm Alistair, and this is John, and we'll be doing another one. I think the plan is to do one a week eventually, isn't it?
Yeah, if we can, yeah.
And just kind of keep it steady. See what happens. This is at the moment. This is, I guess, for us, but we're hoping it's going to be of worth to others. Because that would be our heart.
Yeah.
That this is not just some, what's the word?
Rambling.
No, just some, like, I forget the term, like some self-indulgent project.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
This is like we feel like this is right.
Yeah.
As Christians, we feel like this is something from God. So
yeah,
we'll see what comes of it.
I missed an opportunity for a joke there.
You
know, I love it. You know, I do it to you quite a lot. You go, you know that word, and I'm like, squirrel, mouse, dentistry. And you're like,
spaghetti, Bermato, as my boy says.
Bermato,
Daddy, I like Bermatos now.
Bermatos.
Right, sweet.
All right. We'll catch you all.
Signing out.
Yeah, we're signing out now. Au revoir, mon petit lapin.
Bye-bye.
This is our little outro. Na 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 na.
Outro.
We couldn't think of an outro, so we started to sing this song. But now
it's actually because of your thing, you're a little delving into AI songmanship.
Oh yeah, I could write one.
We could do a Smith and Sniff style outro where we sing.
Yeah, Smith and Sniff, stick it up your nose because our outro is going to be better than yo's.
Yo's.